After spending a week in Half Moon Bay, California, it was time for us to move on. So, we got up before the sun and pointed the boat south. And it doesn't matter how many times I've seen it, watching the sun rise over the ocean is still one of my favorite things. Today we're heading to Monterey, California. Got up this morning about 4 o'clock, bright and early, so we could get to Monterey before the sun goes down, get anchored in the daylight hopefully. It's pretty nice out. The sun just came up. We got about a 5-foot swell out of the northwest and a 3-foot swell out of the southwest, so it's a little lumpy, but not too bad really. Kind of a nice day to be out. We got about 12 hours to go, and then we'll be in Monterey, and it's a new town for us, so it's pretty exciting. Happy to be moving again. With the warm sun and the building breeze, the day turned out to have the best sailing conditions we've seen in the last 1,500 miles. After about 12 hours that seemed to go by way too quickly, we made it to Monterey. Since Monterey's a new town for us, we had to break out our folding bikes and do some exploring. And since our good friends on sailing vessel Danica have folding bikes too, we needed to form a rough and tumble biker gang. Monterey has one of the most beautiful coastlines I've seen anywhere. And these little bikes were the perfect way to see it all. Since we're a biker gang, of course we have to park with style. Don't let the smiling faces fool you. This biker gang is tough.
3 days in Monterey, and with our little folding bikes, we explored every inch of its coastline. And in case you're wondering, it's true. Tough guys have bells. During our short stay in Monterey, we covered nearly 50 miles on our little folding bikes and had a pretty great time doing it. Rainbow rollers until we ride again.
Yeah, we're just pulling out of Monterey Bay. It's sunny and warm here, but just outside. Let's see if I can get it here. It's a really thick wall of fog. That's not looking too fun. So it'll be about 2 days to get to Santa Monica, a little over 220 miles, give or take. So it should be a pretty good sail. The calling for somewhat light winds, but and winds out of the north. But right now we got about 15 to 18 right on the nose. So see what happens. That's our friends on Danica over there. We got a pretty good offshore race going all the way down to Santa Barbara. They got out about 45 minutes ahead of us, and we're a couple hours into the trip and about to catch them. So this is pretty exciting.
Monterey, are you here?
Yep, you got us?
Yeah, you guys look good.
I don't know if you ever saw our stripe, but it's green and it's fast.
I was under the impression red was fast.
Well, apparently not, because we're blowing you out of the water. Well, you guys are looking good. It's a beautiful boat going through the water.
Yeah, when the staysail's up on it, it kind of looks a little salty.
We've been out about 24 hours, haven't had much wind, so we've been motoring most of the time, but we still got this 6 to 8 foot swell that's been building all this morning, so I think our wind, the forecasted wind, is going to show up pretty soon, but it's been a pretty smooth night, no real complaints, everything's working like it should, boat steers, which is great, and we've got a fishing pole fishing. So, hope for some fish. Our friends on Danica, they're about 2.5 miles behind us. So they're actually doing pretty good, moving right along. For a 36-foot boat, they hustle right out. So that's that. Pretty nice out. The sun's poking through, the fog's gone away. Looking pretty good out here. Coming into oil land. It's a pretty good long line of oil rigs out there. Kind of cool to see, but glad we're seeing them in the daytime.
The breeze that just kept building, we rounded Point Conception with 30 knots right on the stern. With all the motoring we'd been doing, and the last 12 hours of a good stiff breeze, we'd been going too fast to make it to Santa Barbara during the daylight hours. So we pulled over in what's known as the Coho anchorage and got a few hours of sleep. The next morning, we got up with the sun and made one final push to Santa Barbara. That's Brenda making some pancakes. How's it going, Brenda?
Good.
Almost to Santa Barbara.
Woo.
Excited?
Yep.
And there it is, Santa Barbara. We made it. Well, that's about it for this episode. Join us next time as we explore Santa Barbara and make one final push on our way to Mexico.